Good morning. This is Mike Poore, Superintendent of Schools for Bentonville School District, and this is another segment of A Minute with Mike. Today is the 25th of September, and it's my pleasure to be at Washington Junior High with one of our newest principals, Tim Sparacino. Tim, you've been a part of this district for a long period of time, but this is the first time that you've gotten to be a principal. Can you tell me how you came into the district and why you picked Bentonville?
Sure. As soon as I had children, I knew I wanted to be in the Bentonville School District because it's the best school district in the state, and so I started working feverishly to get into the district. And I was hired 4 years ago to be the instructional technology coordinator in the district with some stimulus money, and that position went away with the stimulus money, so I was fortunate enough to be an assistant principal at the high school for 3 years, and then last year very blessed to get this position.
Yeah, so you kind of helped the transition as Miss Murray went out to Fulbright, that you got to come in mid-year, so you're not like a brand new principal really, you've been at it for a while. As you've come into Washington, obviously you've established some things that you're trying to create in terms of a culture of who you're going to be as both a staff and then students. What does that look like for you? What's the kind of the way that you formulated that?
When we got together as an admin team this summer, we just discussed about how we really were opening a new school, not a new facility, but a large number of our staff are completely new. Every seventh grader here has never been here before, so we just treated it like it's never been opened before, start from the ground up, and we developed a system we called the Wildcat Way.
The Wildcat Way?
Yes.
Well, let's go talk to students and staff about what the Wildcat Way represents.
I would like to tell you about our Wildcat Way. It's where we have our core beliefs as a staff and as a school. We also like to focus on excellence, and we always make sure our students come first. And that is the Wildcat Way.
Every letter in the Wildcat Way has its own meaning. Welcoming to me and probably a lot of my other peers means that if there's a new student, you will welcome them with open arms, and you will help them go through the steps of the teaching. Like, we got a new student the other day. Her name is Victoria, and she was in my seminar class, and she wasn't sure what to do. So I helped her in the library, and I helped her understand what the red time was. And I'm sure that means a lot to the other peers, too.
Involved to me means to be involved with all school stuff, so like orchestra, band, Odyssey of the Mind, maybe a sport in school, and you need to be involved with classmates.
So Wildcat means a lot of different things. I'm going to do dependable, and I think dependable is really important because, you wouldn't want to, because dependable is all about being trusted, and you can't really trust somebody if you know they're going to steal something or trash something or do something really bad to it. So dependable is what we really need to be dependable. I know a lot of students at Washington are.
I'm doing A, and A stands for ambitious, and ambitious stands for goals. And you want to set high goals for your future so you can have more things in life just instead of sitting around being lazy. And my goal would be to be a teacher so I can teach other people to be ambitious, to have higher goals in life.
The letter T inside the Wildcats is teachable. Students here love to listen and learn great things that we'll need inside the future. Teachable also means that teachers can teach students with problems but still need help with them.
Well, it's really neat to hear how students and staff have gravitated towards the Wildcat Way. You made a great point as we started this interview of how you're trying to build a culture, and really there's so many new factors here. There's new staff, there's new students that have come in, and obviously they've grabbed a hold of it. You have kind of this core beliefs that really is the foundation. Why did you think that was important? And then the segment of also being able to understand how to review whether or not you're living up to it. How did you come up with that, and how does that fit into a larger context of what both the district and the state seeks?
What we strive to do is make sure that we're not caught up in, and I've been in education long enough that right now it's Common Core and what's coming next. And so your teachers a lot of times feel like they're just pulled in every direction. So we like to focus them in, say we're all about our kids, we're all about the Wildcats. We have core beliefs that drive what we do. Those are collaboration, observation, relationships, and expectations. And we make commitments to those. And then we have a focus on excellence framework that we revisit what we're doing every 4.5 weeks. We look back, we look forward, and we always keep in mind those Wildcats and those traits that we want those kids to become. And so those things help us to do the Common Core work, to do the student achievement, the accountability measures, but we don't focus on that as what we're trying to do. We focus on the kid in our framework.
A lot of times I think our community probably knows that we have an improvement plan, and the state actually mandates that we have an improvement plan, and that there's a buy-in piece, and there is an academic end to it. There's an end of trying to help with struggling learners, and then there's a component that deals with parental involvement. How does the Wildcat Way support all three of those?
Well, starting with this student achievement, we have a core belief of an expectation. So we believe that the work that we're giving kids is quality work, and we value it, and we expect our kids can do that and more, and so we hold them accountable there. And as far as the parental involvement goes, the collaboration piece, we see parents as our number one partner. We reach out to them, and then of course the relationships we try to build with students and parents also facilitates it.
Well, and you know, you look at the district's vision statement, it says excellence with every step. You have a phrase with excellence that you use.
Yes, we've taken your excellence with every step, and what we say here is excellence in all that we do, and we encompass academics, activities, arts, and athletics in that.
So it's a consistent expectation on just how people act, how we perform, how we work together. From what you just heard from all your students and staff, you kind of got to be excited that the Wildcat Way is not just words, but it's actually being lived out.
Yes, this summer we spent a lot of time on it can't just be a slogan. It has to drive our actions, and to see it happening in the classroom every day has made my job very exciting this year.
Well, congratulations to you and the Washington staff. Maybe this video can even be shown to your student body and the kids through your TV station. But the other thing that we're excited about with this building, not only is the mentality and the excitement of it, but also just the physical presence of this building. There's a lot that's been done to this building over the course of the summer. If you're a person that's been at Washington at some point in your life with either yourself or maybe your children that have gone through here, if you come back through here, you'll be so proud of how the building looks inside. It's bright, the air conditioning system is updated and improved, and then we've got a wonderful place for students to be in the back that we've got support from Walmart in terms of creating a much better place for students to be able to hang out during their lunch hours and everything. So this is a lively campus, and similar to all of the rest of our campuses in Bentonville of promoting excellence and working that through core values. We're appreciative of the time here at Washington, and this will end this segment of A Minute with Mike. Look forward to talking to you next week.